Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and giving us the rundown. From the sideline, David Aldridge. And then Durant with the jam.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Lobbed up there for KD. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. In the corner, Irving with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul.
Hey, get on Jay.
And here are the Nets. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to catch up with the Nets head coach. I asked him what his main focus will be to try and slow down Kyrie Irving's production. Coach told me with Kyrie, you can't give him space to create, ever. So we'll send some doubles and make sure we don't let him get comfortable. Well, that's as good an approach as any, I suppose. Guys?
Thank you, David. On the way, Harris. Back to Durant. We've seen a quick start here for the Nets. Irving drives in. Poked away. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
And the layup falls. KD's got 10 points in the game.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Banked in off the glass. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Drills the three-pointer.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And the Nets with possession here. After the basket by Brooklyn. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And it's sent back by Irving. Right side, Kevin Durant.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Now Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
The Nets making a switch here. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game, and it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Here's Dinwiddie. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Dinwiddie drives in. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I like the setup there. Green with a really rock-solid pick.
Pass to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Nets trail by 10. Here's Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Lets it go with the 3. With some arc. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court, as the Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Basket counts.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Pass to Brown. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Griffin. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Griffin's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball. Brown wide open. He fires. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here he goes. And KD throws it down.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge. And he makes it look easy.
The kick out to Irving. Pass to KD. From past the arc. That one, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
And it's kind of a running joke when you think of James Harden. Often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but Quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well. Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
And the Nets miss again. The Nets on offense. They're on a 13-4 run. Stolen by Harden. KD on the wing. Here's Brown. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on James Harden. The Nets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Brooklyn leading by 17. Durant at the elbow. .56 seconds left now here in the second. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got 32 points.
What a unique combination of height, athleticism, and ball skills. Durant can make some unbelievable finishes because of it.
Nets trail by 19. Dinwiddie drives in. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Driving inside. And then Durant with the dunk.
You know, why settle for the layup? When you're this close, Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
There's 10 seconds left